more firings at the Department of Forestry.
And the governor announcing a new plan to help with wildfire response and preparedness.
News 4's Spencer Humphrey is back on the story for us tonight. Spencer?
Yeah, guys, Governor Stitt pulling back on his idea to eliminate Oklahoma Forestry Services after facing major backlash, but still claiming the agency dragged its feet during last month's wildfire outbreak, something the House Speaker says just isn't true.
Why do I even have a Department of Forestry?
Governor Stitt doubling down his attacks on the Oklahoma Forestry Service, defending his decision to fire State Forestry Director Mark Goler, saying during a news interview Tuesday morning, "I fired a bureaucrat who refused to get those assets, who left them out."
So this was my place.
We told you Stitt, whose farm burned down in one of the March 14th fires, suggested eliminating Oklahoma Forestry Services and ordered the Department of Agriculture to start a full-scale investigation into the agency. Firefighters across the state not happy, one department even calling for Stitt to be impeached.
I feel like they felt attacked. I don't believe that was the governor's intention. But when you attack one, you attack all.
Oklahoma Firefighters Association President and State Representative Mike Kelly sent Stitt a letter this week urging him to rethink his idea. And Tuesday, Stitt did walk that idea back, saying he won't eliminate forestry services, but also confirming he's had several forestry officials fired this week for what he called insubordination. News 4 has learned at least one of those officials was Forestry Services Public Information Officer and spokesperson. Stitt continued to claim Tuesday Forestry Services only deployed about half its resources the day of the outbreak, saying, "I found out we had one forestry person in the Manford fire that destroyed a bunch of homes, and yet we left 47 people in southeast Oklahoma." House Speaker Kyle Hilbert, whose district includes Manford, helped coordinate the response there.
I called in to the Office of Emergency Management and talked to the director, and was told there was only one strike team available in the entire state, and they were in McIntosh County.
That strike team was 2 hours away, he says, busy fighting one of the dozens of other fires active across the state at that same time.
They couldn't leave because they had to deal with a fire in their own backyard.
So Hilbert says Manford called in a team from Rogers County without having to divert resources from Forestry Services.
There were more fires in the state of Oklahoma than we had employees in the Forestry Service.
Stitt also criticized Forestry Services for staging crews in parts of the state where fires didn't end up breaking out, saying Tuesday, "We didn't have these fires in southeast Oklahoma. The fires were right here, 192,000 acres.
So I think it may be a misinterpretation.
Hilbert says 23% of Oklahoma is covered by highly combustible forests, mostly in southeast Oklahoma, telling us Forestry Services had to have teams ready there.
When I look at that data, what I saw is over 50% of the resources were deployed outside of the traditional service area where forestry is. The rest of the resources were within the service area. You cannot send 100% of your resources to a single location, because if you do that, what happens if a fire pops up in the very location you just left and now you don't have anyone there?
As for Kelly,
part of our frustration is just the lack of information.
He and the 15,000 firefighters he represents just want a seat at the table.
We would love to be part of that conversation. We would love to be involved in any kind of investigation.
And we have tried to get the Department of Agriculture to tell us who specifically they have now fired from Forestry Services as part of their investigation ordered by Governor Stitt, despite the fact that state statute makes very clear that information is a public record. The department spokesperson has still refused to provide it. So we stopped by their building today to submit an open records request. A receptionist told us someone would be right down to help us with it, but nobody ever came. However, a spokesperson later provided us with a link to submit the request online.